What's up, you guys? It's Deanna. I'm coming back with another video. Shimmy, back with another video. Shimmy, yeah, another video. Hey, okay, I'll stop because it's not the day. Hey. I'm so corny. I try to be so funny. But, yeah, for those who are returning subscribers, you know what to do. Comment something down below. I'm happy that you're back. And sincerely, because I feel like y'all know me. You understand, when I see the orbs and things like that. But for those who are returning subscribers, what I do is I connect with spirit and I try to relay a message that wasn't really expressed from the 3D dimension, and so forth. Basically, I connect with spirits and I try to give them a sense of closure. Now, you guys know I've been gone for a while, and that's for a number of reasons, but people get drained. People have schoolwork to do, But I'm sitting here trying to figure out my college situation, and I'm looking at colleges, and I'm going across Baldwin College, and I'm like, I really like this college, And I'm looking at the virtual tour of it, and I'm like, this school has everything that I want. Like, it has certain majors that I want. I'm looking at the history, the valued aspects of it. Like, I'm really liking this school. The darn bottle, like, I'm just hearing little cracks here and there, like random. I'm the only one. Like, I just keep hearing random cracks and sounds. I'm like, where is that coming from? Okay. Okay. But yeah, I'm looking at colleges, and that's so weird, like that. But I'm looking at colleges. Like I said, I'm doing a virtual tour of Baldwin College and things like that, and I'm loving it. And the first things that I see is that a coworker, I don't remember the words that I saw exactly, but I know that it's a coworker that died there. Now, from that point, I did see that there was two females that was highly important to him, because there's certain things that spirit shows you that has a level of importance to them right away, things that catch your attention. But the energy feels so weird in here. But I saw a little girl, but she was walking already. And I saw a woman, but she was also short as well. And I felt like they were important to him. When I was writing this, I did hear the words "my girls" in between. So I don't know if that's something that he actively said to them or something that sounds familiar. But that's something that he said to me as I was channeling. But yeah, that's the second thing that I saw was his girls. And this is before I knew his name, any of that. This is before I even knew that it was a fact that someone from that facility died. And then this third thing that I saw was, I keep seeing the tattoo on the person's finger. Keeps telling me about the tattoo on the finger. But the third thing that I saw was the words "do kill me," as if he was murdered, and trying to tell me that he was murdered. But yeah, the tattoo on the finger, I did see this before, but I keep seeing it over and over again. And I did hear it on the left hand, and that's where I feel it right now. But I did see cursive writing on someone's finger. Now I don't know who this is, which family member this is, but I also feel like I have to bring up the name that I heard before, Andre. I don't know who that is either, but I feel like if the family's watching, you have certain answers to certain questions. Now that's all the things, besides the thing I just got just now, it's all the things that I saw before I knew who he was. Now, I did search it, and it did come up as the only worker that went missing from Baldwin College is Daniel James Gagnon. Am I saying that right? I'm not even going. Gagnon. Now, he was only 26 years old. He was born April 26, 1992, and he went missing May 30th. Now, here's the crazy part, right? How was he found? I will get to certain specifics about that later. Well, he was found in a wooded area off River Road just before 11 a.m. Now, how was he found deceased or even presumed to be missing if he if he was waiting on his paid promotion that went effective July 1st, right? Remember that. And he planned on buying a house. Now, this is, when I realized who it was and they talked about it, everything that he was inspiring or aspiring to do. But, he's planning on buying a house and he's talking about it. He wants to buy a house for the three of them. I'm lost for words because how all of that and everyone thinks his death is not suspicious. I, I'm lost for words as to what happened because, like, I read somewhere that I think it was a fake website though that someone thought it was suicide or something like that. But no, I don't believe that at all because why have all these dreams and then you have a paid promotion? Now this promotion that he got, he started working at Baldwin College as a security guard on May 2016. His promotion was effective July 1st, 2018, missing May 30th. Come on now. And he was trying to buy them a home. You just got a job that gives you better money and you want to buy a new home. How do you end up dead? Or be thought to have hurt yourself? That it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how someone isn't caught for this already. And this is another thing I just got reminded of. How they portrayed his image as someone. Well, they did say, well, he used to be a firefighter, but he did say they cared about his that he cared about the welfare of other beings, and that's why he pursued careers in certain things that he did, like a firefighter, and then became a security guard for a college. But I really lost what I was saying. I was like really overthinking. Yeah, he cared about the welfare of other people, but it's like if he cared so, like if you're portraying him to be this good person, and it's unsuspicious, like all they keep saying about the bubbly aspects of him. I want to know certain characteristics in his life that led up to his death. I want to know motivations as to why who was his environment. I want to know that. Don't just give me the the other aspects, the other side of them. I want, you know what I mean? Like, I realize the news does that. I want to get into the reading, but I realize the news does that a lot. Ooh, I keep hearing that bottle crack. It's so weird. It's so weird. Because I saw the word just now, could hurt, and it just cracked really loud. So that's why I was like, but yeah, it's like I see that news channels do that a lot. Like, no offense, but especially if it's on a different race, they portray them to have a good image as if they didn't do certain negative activities that could lead to their death. And that leaves the community blindsided as to why. And it also causes a division between our society when you think, oh, it's about physical characteristics that, label somebody as another thing. Oh, I feel like I have a point, but I feel like I'm over explaining, trying to get to it. So let me continue. Right? So, I wish there was a pause button so I could get my thoughts together, but there ain't. There's just a stop button. So you're going to have to bear with me now. All right. Now, when he left, he was depicted to only be wearing a t-shirt, shorts, and sandals. That's another thing, He was found, I don't know if I said this already or if it was in my pre-recorded video, but he was found in a wooded area off River Road just before 11 a.m. Now, he did have a girlfriend named Kim, and she had a daughter which he looked to as his own. Now, I also got reminded of that wallet, the picture of the baby girl in his wallet, because I keep seeing it being slid out of the wallet in the vision. It's like a tiny picture, but I keep seeing it being slid out the wallet. Um, but yeah. And who's Andre? Now, I'm sorry because I done said so much. I forgot what I said in the beginning. But who's Andre? You know, I heard that before. Who's Andre? But yeah, his name is Daniel James Gagnon, and let me just keep going. I did see him. Did I read this already? I saw him emptying his pockets. No, that's not what I should read now. I saw that he got a phone call. Now, says because I just felt like energy just come on my arm like it. Okay, that has to stop. Like in all seriousness, but I think that's another reason as to why I can't get my words out because I do personally feel like energy here right now. But I did see in the vision like his phone glow and there was like a notification bar over it. And I saw the words work today. Now I don't know particularly what that means, but I just know he got a phone call or some type of notification that led to where he was going. Now, as I was reading, well, as I was writing down, because like I do transfer my notes when they are a little sloppy sometimes. So I do get stuff in between in my writing. But as I was writing, the fact that he was emptying his pockets, that I saw him going into his pockets slowly as if he didn't want to, and I saw the words he suggested. Now, that's when I did write the words do kill me because, like I said, I gotta organize some things. And I did see Daniel's face, but it was like he was sweating a lot. He was sweating profusely. Now, when I was writing down what I saw about the girls, about the two women, I did hear the words my girls. Because I was writing, I cut off by the words my girls, did see females that was important, a baby, and a woman. And then I also saw, this is weird, but I'm not even going to read it. I saw a home baked looking cake on the counter, but it was chocolate. And then I saw it over someone's face as if they really liked it. Like they love chocolate cake or something like that. And then that's when I saw the words do mix. Like I saw the words in between as I was writing. I saw do mix. So that's why I'm saying like homemade. You know what I'm saying? Like spirit does bring up things that they actually did like in their lives. Oh yes. Orb just went over the last part that I wrote. I might as well read it now. I saw that it went over. I saw her talking to herself as if she's talking to a spirit because I did see a woman sitting up and she's like talking to herself. And it's dark, it's more like a shadow, but I felt like she was talking to him or trying to communicate with his spirit. Now, after the chocolate part, I did see that he had a note in his hand and it looked old in a sense, like you could tell by the way the paper looked. You know how paper, like just regular paper like this, you know how it gets soft when it gets old? And I saw the edges, like the edges of the paper turned like inward like this, and it was a folded note in his hand. I don't know what that means. Maybe it symbolizes his general message that he has now. He also, I see like something going in the chest. I don't know what's going on with the chest, but oh god, it's creeping me out. It's creeping me out. I know I see spirits and stuff, but when stuff like that physically happens, it's just like ugh. Something with the chest. Now, as I'm speaking about that, I do remember like him being hidden because I saw someone turn from behind a tree. This is in my vision. I saw someone turn from behind a tree. Now I forget the general message that was with that because I don't think I wrote that down. But yeah, that something was hidden. And then I saw the words long drive, and then I actually saw, it's so weird how spirit shows you things, but it's like I saw the words road highway, but if I can give you a visual of it, it would look like a road, like a long road in mist. That's a different color. Like imagine it as if it was in the movies, like a long road with mist covering everything. You can't see anything but the highway. Um, mm, so weird. Um, and then that's when I did see that he was actually saving money. Like I saw this. It was a roll of money, but it looked like it was on like some type of closet shelf thing, and it was two bins. It was small. They were right beside each other, and it's like he's putting money, a roll of money, into this one. Um, right now, what I see, because I just saw it in the inner part of the door, there's like stuff hanging, like writing. I don't know if it was notes or something like that, but it's like writing. But as I was saying, I saw that he was putting money into this bin, but it was only one roll of money, which makes me think he didn't save enough. Um, and then, well, this is what I wrote, but I saw, blah, I said, reminded me of the money he put away. A orb went over away. And right as the orb went over the word away, I heard it was it was the neighborhood. So right, reminded me of the money he put away. Heard it was the neighborhood. So was he moving because of the neighborhood or because he didn't like the area he was in? I don't know. I don't have answers. I just have everything I see from spirit, direct messages. Okay. Um. But yeah, the rest of that was reminded me of the money he put away but didn't save enough. And then that's when I got to the part where the girlfriend was talking to herself. Keeps reminding me about his walking shoes. I saw that again. I'm not there yet, but his walking shoes. Um, and then I saw someone dragging his feet, but I saw the words in between "do owe money," and but I was writing. I see someone dragging, cut off, do owe money. See someone dragging his body, and on his upper left thigh, I see what looks like a scab. Like I know it was bleeding there on his upper thigh and on his lower calf. Now I don't know which leg this is, but I know it was his thigh. And then I was shown a part where it was his calf, but there was a longer cut on it. It was the inner part on the side, and there was a cut on it. And then there was another one of those circular marks that I saw on his thigh. It kind of, like I said, it looks like a scab, but it looks fresh as if it was bleeding. Um, but yeah, I did see someone dragging him, and when I was shown those marks on his legs, he only had on a shirt, underwear, and his shoes. Is that weird? Yeah. Um, and then I wrote on the side because I was getting this in between the picture and his wallet. I believe that's important to him as well. I already said that, but sometimes I reread things. And then as I was writing, the part where I said his upper left thigh no longer cut on his calf, and then I was cut off by the pus in his heel. Now this is hard for me to talk about because I just saw this, and for a lot of us that have similar gifts would understand the feelings and emotions, that empath part of it, will understand that part and how it affects us, because I've just thought as I was writing my notes down, like my newer notes before I made this video, and I see someone, he's already gone, but I see someone picking up, I see the road, I see the road, I see the word road again, and I see the words walking past just now. But yeah, Um, it was like he was already gone, and it was like the detective, because I know sometimes with a certain symbolism, sometimes I see a pencil in his hand or a glove on, but the person that was evaluating the body is picking up his ankle with one of his hands. He shows me his hands like this, as if he was grabbing onto something. Like his hands are like this. But yeah, um, he was picking up his ankle, picking up his foot, like how you would say you're touching someone's wrist. But he was like, my phone's dying. He was holding his ankle with his finger, like lifting it up on the side, and his the heel part of his foot was swollen with pus. It looked like a liquid was inside of it, or it got damaged or something. But the heel was swollen. Like I saw this, and it was discolored in that area. Um, and then as I was writing my thoughts down, like, was he trying to relocate the old money? I saw the words "do heal you" because at the same time I was thinking about the family. So I hope in reality it does offer some type of closure or answers, because some people and families are receptive to it, some people aren't. But I saw the words as I kept going. Oh, no, I'm skipping over things. I saw that someone has somebody's ashes. I know this is so strange, but someone has somebody's ashes. And I know this is weird, but I've been seeing certain symbolism like this. It's like writing across the ashes. Writing across the ashes. Um, but yeah, as I was writing, his ashes are significant, and then that's when I saw his shoes too, and then that's when I heard his walking shoes. What? Oh my gosh! I heard something about this when I was coming up the stairs. It was a month. It was something important. It just came back, and I'm like, oh, what was it? Was it April? Mm-hmm. But and then I kept on seeing like his mouth moving, like because sometimes during the beginning of my channeling, I do see that spirit talks to me as if it isn't audible yet, but like I see the mouth moving, just like when I did Aretha. I see the mouth moving. But I saw his mouth moving, like I kept seeing it, and I saw he's listening too. Um, oh my god, it's so weird because as I'm staring at the word, like I'm literally staring at the word wondering on the same sentence, thinking about, because I got reminded of the person that is associated with his firefighter career. But the sentence is wondering who's kin in the fire department, because like I said, he did work for them before. So I'm like, why is he bringing that up? You know? And then I also saw that music was something that he enjoyed or something like that, because I saw musical notes. Like I was looking at his face and I saw musical notes. And then as I was writing that down, like how I told you I transferred my notes, I heard you have a bond with him. That is so weird. Because Alex, I gotta explain it now. Because you know how people like psychic mediums can connect with certain people from across the world, and you ain't even meet them, but it's something significant in their soul process. Oh, I saw the words past lives continue. But yeah, but how the soul has something connected to your own soul, so it just like that string. You know what I mean? But let me keep going. Um, and then I was thinking, who's his best friend? Like, who is his best friend? Like, it happened so randomly, and I saw Daniel younger. Like, he had a little haircut and everything, and he was slimmer. But as I was writing, thinking who's best friend, but saw him younger with a bow tie. as if, and I was going to write down the words formal. This is why I'm reading it. I was going to write down the words formal, but then I heard they had a wedding. But let me finish. Him younger with a bow tie, as if they had a wedding together. So what wedding did they attend together? What dance formal thing that they attended together? I see the words bartender as a female also. I actually saw this, but there's a whole bunch of drinks in the back, and she's walking up this way, and there's a glass turned over, and it's clear. It popped again. Okay, it scared me. But yeah, who was that woman? Um, and then that's when I got to the part with the woman with the tattoo on her finger. It's a name and it's cursive, and I see the ring around the person's finger, like they're married. This could be different, but they're married. Um, and then another thing that I saw as well. I'm sorry. I just saw like his shoes. Was it raining or something? Like what? Something wet that he walked in, or like his shoes is. But I saw that his eyes were bloodshot because I did see the veins and his eyes were red. So I don't know what type of condition that, like, if it connects with his death and his manner, the way he died. Because sometimes with strangulation or certain blows to the body can cause your eyes to be red. But yeah. And someone liked yogurt. I saw, I don't know, I just saw it just now, the yogurt. Um, but yeah, that's crazy. But can I just speak on how we're not about to just throw this under the rug like it just didn't happen this year? And it sounds too similar to the CDC worker Timothy Cunningham. Am I the only one that thought that? Seriously. Like, seriously, am I the only one that thought that? And who's Andre? I keep wanting to know who Andre is. Did he buy the baby's bed? Now I see this is weird. I just saw it just now. But I see a baby box, like the crib box, and by the chair, and there's a man sitting in it. And he's heavy set. It's like the silhouette of him, but more of a shadow. He's sitting in the chair, and there's the box, and I see the bed set up. Did he buy the bed? Who bought the baby's bed? Mm. But the way I saw it, it made me think that he purchased it or he put it together or something like that with the baby's bed. Huh. Now, that hit me hard because of the fact that I saw that they were together for 3 some years. Ain't the baby 3 years old or something like that? I know it's a baby. So I'm thinking about the time lapse and the fact that I just saw that he bought the bed or something about him building the bed. It's so weird when you can feel their families like actively. Um, yeah, that's really all I got. I'm still looking for colleges. I may consider going to that college, but it's honestly hard when you know the case and he actively walked on the grounds of that place. Oh my God, no, no. um, Connected with the college, I see a statue. It's outside. It's by some type of tree, and I see the words "Continue writing me." Me writing continue, but it's by a tree, and it's a statue, the idolized statue of someone, and there's writing, um, on the stone at the bottom of the statue, and it's short, but the way I see it, it looks like the words stick out a lot, as if I could touch it and it feels like distinct on my fingers. But it's a short pattern of writing. Did they make a statue of him? I don't know if this is like Danny, but I just saw his name again. Was like, how does that connect, or is it just something historically that they, put up? But seeing his name after seeing that, it's like weird. I swear I could keep going and keep going, but I see a balloon, but the string is wrapped up and tangled in the tree as if it couldn't get far. So it makes me think, like, you know, now you guys have your own brains. things. I don't have to be the one to explain the obvious. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why I'm like, I have to be choosy about which colleges I go to, because some of them colleges used to be institutions, certain slavery institutions at that, like where people, certain nut houses and other things, just crazy. Um, Even based off of slave masters. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful in of which you represent. But I really did like that college though. But yeah, it would just be hard for me to go there knowing that his spirit is still prominent there, and the bottle stopped when I stopped the reading. You notice you don't hear it anymore. But yeah, you guys, at the end of my reading, I saw the words thankful. But you're welcome. You see, the actual family, hypothetically, actual family may not be grateful. But when spirit actively comes to you, they're like, do me, like, help me. You actively hear that stuff. But yeah, that made me sad a little bit. But have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. And I just hope they could find whoever did this, because the way they keep saying it's unsuspicious is suspicious to me. Because I know them certain little cities like to throw certain things under the rug so they can give a certain image to their city, like I was saying earlier with the division between certain things you do and how they portray certain people. You know what I'm saying? Just so much. Like, I could write a book about this stuff, you guys. Okay. But that's really all I got. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. Supposed to be cooking right now. I have a lot of stuff to do. SAT is coming up. College is coming up. I have senior project. It's like, but I just hope, since his energy is like that, I just hope he could find a sense of peace. And I hope his family would realize that his soul is still active in their lives. Because even if some of you guys were like, why don't you just contact them? Sometimes the message don't get there. It don't even reach. It don't even cross over. So sometimes you just have to put it out there like this. And I am very picky in certain cases that I do. But yeah. That's really all I have. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, and stay blessed. Kiss your kids. Pray to the Lord every day. Just gotta have positivity in your life so you can manifest that reality. But yeah, before I continue channeling, let me go. Alright? So, have a good night, good morning, wherever you are, and peace, love, and prosperity, baby.